Burundian parliament elections are nearly over Monday, despite an opposition boycott and criticisms from the United Nations and African Union questioning the free and fair nature of that vote. President Pierre Nkurunziza's decision to run for a third term in office triggered a failed coup last month, and Burundi's constitutional court has ruled he is eligible because he was first elected by parliament, not voters, in 2005. But one man casting his ballot expressed optimism that those elected would serve the people of Burundi.
I want those we are electing to serve the community and the deputies. I would like them to give us peace and lead the country positively.
Well, AU Chief Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma expressed concern about what she called the serious political and security situation in Burundi. She says the AU, UN and regional bodies had called for Burundi to delay the vote until July the 30th, along with the presidential vote now set for July the 15th, but that the government has not accepted. She said that is not that face of its history, and that the political turmoil has serious implications for peace and security in the country and the region. Now, for more perspective on Burundian elections, Innocent Muhozi, Director of Radio and Television Renaissance in Burundi, joins us by phone from Bujumbura. Mr. Muhozi, first, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Now, the elections took place regardless of the request by the African Union and others. How did how was the conduct of the election itself?
Okay. Today it seemed that everything was calm. In Bujumbura, there were almost not so much people going to elect the parliament members and the mayors of cities. But in the countryside, it seems like there was a little more people because maybe of pressure of the administration on the people. So things were calm, even if last night there was a lot of violence, gunshots and grenades thrown in the main areas of the city.
Now, how credible would these elections be considered, given that even the African Union said it would not observe them?
You know, it's not only the African Union that have not observed them. The European Union did the same. The United Nations said that those elections were not in a democratic context. So there is not a credibility at all about those elections, because there is a lot of violence. There is no freedom of press. All the independent media have been attacked and burned by the policemen. The opposition cannot campaign, they cannot have meetings. The leaders of opposition are not in security, as they say. Some of them have been killed, many others went in exile. A lot of people, high-ranked members of the ruling party now have run away from the country. There's a very, 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 very heavy situation where people seem to really to fear what is happening around. So there's not a credibility of this process.
Now, Mr. Muhozi, it looks like President Nkurunziza and his government are ignoring all this, even the calls from outside. Why do you think that is the case?
You know, they don't care about what people are saying from outside, because it's a very strange government. It's a very strange government. As everybody knows, we are one of the poorest countries in the world. We depend very, very, very powerfully from the outside help, economic help. But the group that is ruling Burundi today, it seems that it's a group that fear a lot to quit the power because of the crimes, because of the attempt to human rights, the corruption. It seems like it's a group that is really afraid of leaving the power than anything else. So it seems like they are just going through what all the people and all the world is saying, because of the fear they have themselves of losing the power.
Well, we'll keep watching developments in Burundi. Mr. Muhozi, thank you very much for your insight. Innocent Muhozi is the Director of Radio and Television Renaissance in Burundi.